Hello everyone, this is THG, aka Geeking Gamer, and welcome to another updated collection video. At this time, I'm going to show you guys my NES collection as of 2025. I haven't added much games since like the last collection video and all that stuff, so all the games is remaining the same and all that stuff, and haven't collected new games ever since then and all that stuff. So, like I said before, as a previous collection video, I didn't grow up much with the NES as a kid. I was a Super Nintendo kid as a youngster. That was sort of got me into gaming, but I never experienced the NES until I experienced it around like 2002, 2003, and so forth and so forth. So NES is a classic system and all that stuff from like grown up people from the 80s and the early 90s and all that other stuff. So NES is a good system to start all in the Nintendo phase and all that other stuff. So yeah, there is that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the collection. And before I start the collections, like you guys may ask me where all the Marios and the Zeldas and all the other stuff. I have it for the NES collections and all the other stuff for the Mario games on the Mario All-Star collection on the Super Nintendo, and all the Zelda games on the GameCube and so forth and so forth. And also this baby right here and all this stuff, that is the NES Classic Edition, the reprint from 2018. I got this for like almost like 8 years, almost like 7 years ago, around 2018 or so, and all this stuff. So it hasn't been opened and all that other stuff, and so it has all the games right here from it has all the Mario games and all the other stuff. So that's why I don't have the physical games and all the other stuff. And so here it is right here. This is the reason why I don't have the Marios and Zeldas and all that stuff. I could play on any other consoles and all that, and this baby right here and all that other stuff. And I got it with the first re-release and all that other stuff, and now this mini system go for like $100 or so and all that stuff. So I cannot wait to mod this system and all that, add more games into it and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. This is my NES Classic Edition, the reprint of 2018. So yeah, there is that. Alright, so here are the physical card games right here. So first up, we start off is Adventure Island. We got Batman the video game, classic game but hard as balls. Another hard game right here. Everybody had this in their NES collection and all that stuff. Classic shoot 'em up but hard as balls ever. That is Contra. Classic. Here's another Disney classic right here, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, and those three, and the DuckTale, the original DuckTale game on the NES. Those are from the Disney Avenue collection on the PS4 and the Xbox One and all that stuff. So try those games out. It's a fun Capcom Disney games and all that. So those are fun. And then we first right here and all that. That is the original Donkey Kong. It's an arcade classic right here and all that other stuff. And I don't have Donkey Kong Jr. and all that stuff because it's so expensive. But the original Donkey Kong that started all in the Mario universe and all that is an all-time classic and all that. I remember playing the arcade much of it as a kid and all that stuff. So yeah, that is that. So that is the original Donkey Kong arcade classic series on the NES. Arcade classic. Then we have Wizards of Warrior 2 Iron Sword. Then we have in this sleeve right here, if we take it out, that is, I bought it in like 2019 or so. That is the Flintstones, the Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. Really fun Flintstone platformer and all that. And the other Flintstone game go cost a lot of money and all that stuff. So yeah, so this if you're a big fan of Flintstones and all that stuff from your childhood and all that, I highly recommend it. It's a really good Flintstones platformer and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. And also came with the manual too, as you can see right there. Here's another classic for Konami. That is the great basketball game and all that. That is Double Dribble. Classic beat 'em up right here. That is River City Ransom. We have another Capcom Disney classic. That is The Little Mermaid. We got the Black 10-inch card right here. That is Shinobi, based on the Sega arcade game and all that stuff. Prefer the arcade version better than this one right here and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. Then we have another classic game right here. That is Tailspin. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, arcade classic. The reason I have this one right here, and this is the only turtle game I have right here. I have the rest of the games on the Cowabunga collection on the PS4, but this one right here is an arcade classic right here and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that TMNT 2, the arcade game. And last but not least, to end it off right here for my physical NES collection, that is Tiny Toon games. That is Tiny Toon Adventure 1, which is like a Mario Bros. 3 platform right here. It's a classic. And Tiny Toons Adventures 2, Trouble in Wacky Land. Like basically all the mini games and collect tickets to play like mini games and all this stuff, which is not that great and all this stuff. So I prefer this one over this one and all this stuff. So yeah, so there is that. So here is all of my physical NES card collection from my NES collection. So yeah, there is that. So that's it, you guys, from my updated NES collection as of 2025. Tell me in the comment below what's your favorite NES game you played as a kid and even now. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. To follow up for my upcoming video, check out my Facebook fan page. The Facebook fan page is going to be in the description down below. I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.